Usually, I would put this in the second half of the video, but after all the reports, the rumors, the speculations, the fear that BLACKPINK took their final bow together in August, all 4 girls have officially renewed their contracts with YG Entertainment for group activities. The company announced this last night, saying they've successfully reached an agreement within the board of directors. Even YG himself put out a rare statement expressing how happy he is to continue his relationship with BLACKPINK and says he will provide them with full support. Now, regarding their specific terms, what and maybe where the girls will sign for their individual endeavors, and exactly when that next group activity will be, YG gave the classic, discussions are still ongoing. Despite that, I think this is what fans wanted to hear and what the stock market apparently wanted to hear as well, with YG Entertainment's value increasing 20% just from the announcement alone, even being reported on outlets like Bloomberg. While we're on the topic of YG, it's easy to segue over next door to the Black label and talk about Somi. Of course, it's award season. My favorite parts are all the elaborate stages and special performances. Somi in particular has been getting a lot of praise for her stage presence, especially with her Mama performance blowing up on TikTok. As you probably figured, this also inevitably came with comments criticizing her of lip syncing, getting a bunch of likes in agreement. However, these accusations did not live long, as Somi herself responded to one of these comments, shutting that assumption down. I guess that person was able to dish it out anonymously, but not able to handle the consequences, as that comment has now been deleted. Someone else dealing with the consequences of their comment was actually caught by NewJeans themselves. A couple days ago, Minji and Haein held a live stream talking to fans when the girls noticed a certain comment toward Minji. Haein reacted, "That was so mean," to which Minji reassured her that she screenshotted it. That wasn't the end of it though. Haein once again pointed out a comment she described as shocking, which Minji was able to screenshot again. Haein responds to this person by saying, "You just wait," and Minji explains that they do see the comments, they get hurt like everyone else would, and to please be careful, especially in front of the youngest member. Luckily, their label Adore acted very quickly on this, saying they will take legal action with no leniency. On top of that, they've also now implemented that only subscribers will be able to comment during their live streams on that platform. CEO Min Hee-jin then seemingly addresses this whole situation by posting a picture representing the fandom protecting the girls. Somi and NewJeans aren't the only ones having to put people in their place this week. During a recent fan call with ZEROBASEONE, this particular quote-unquote fan says to Ricky, "Since you're my little cat, can you call me master?" or something along those lines. Ricky can be seen immediately waving off the request, shaking his head and trying to change the subject. Unfortunately, this person had another call. During their next encounter, the person asked Ricky, "Do you remember what I said to you during our last call?" To which he nodded yes. They then asked Ricky again to call them master. This time, Ricky verbally says, "I cannot call you that." The person says, "I beg you," and Ricky just shakes his head again. And then I guess they tried to kind of guilt trip him by reminding him how expensive it is to do a fan call, to which Ricky hilariously responds, "You can listen to other things." Another crazy part to this is the only reason we know about this exchange is because the fan, for whatever reason, uploaded the clips themselves. It really pains me to think what else they have to deal with that we don't get to see. What we probably won't see much of anymore is anything surrounding the controversy involving G-Dragon, which looks like it's coming to an end. All the tests that he underwent have come back negative, therefore the police have reportedly decided against conducting any additional testing. The travel ban he was under has now been lifted by the Drug Crime Investigation Team. And while there are still some things the police may want to confirm, no additional evidence has emerged. Even G-Dragon himself has now started posting on social media again, possibly hinting at new music coming soon. Unfortunately, as always, we have health updates and idols we might not be seeing for a while. It seems like Red Velvet's YERI has been fighting through severe back pain during this comeback, as she revealed during a fan sign that she had been suffering from a slipped disc. While she fought through to be at their last pre-recording for Chill Kill, YERI had to miss the live taping to get injections at the hospital, with many fans believing that Irene was also not present to be with YERI instead. It was confirmed that she will now undergo full treatment as their schedules are wrapping up. The boy SUNWOO has also been fighting through pain while performing, as he was recently taken to the hospital after filming for Music Bank due to neck and shoulder pain, officially being diagnosed with neuralgia and neuritis. However, he won't be going on any kind of hiatus, as he's said to have a strong determination to keep promoting, but will be doing so, quote, without overexerting himself as much as possible. On the other hand, PIXY Suwa did have to miss their concert in London due to sudden health issues. The good thing is she was expected to rejoin the group soon and may have already done so when this video comes out. Although not because of health, we will no longer be seeing the WIN's leader Shin JAEWON with the group anymore, as their company has announced his departure just 7 months after their debut, citing personal circumstances. This was probably a very recent decision, as he is seen in their season's greetings video just last week. Finally, former LABOUM member YULHEE and FTISLAND's MINHWAN have announced their divorce after 5 years of marriage. This is really sad, especially for those who have been watching their family throughout the past few years. Hopefully, as the two reassured, the kids continue to grow up in a healthy environment and that YULHEE and MINHWAN find happiness moving forward. With all of that out of the way, we have so much positive to celebrate in K-pop as well. aespa is the only K-pop artist to make the Financial Times 25 most influential women of 2023 among an elite group of groundbreaking women from a variety of fields, as they listed out aespa's accomplishments this year, like their appearance at New York's prestigious Govs Ball, pushing the boundaries of K-pop. As always, since the last video, we've had so many debuts, Korean comebacks, and releases. I'll name a few to give you some time to look at the playlist. And by the way, I'm working on a way to share a link to these every week or every video. We had YEDAM's solo debut, of course, new music from TAEYEON, a solo mixtape from 17's Dino, a very significant comeback for DKB, ATEEZ are back, fans have been waiting for the Carol 3.0 from Artemis, NMIX's pre-release ZION.T after almost 2 years, and Infinite Woohyun's return to the industry after his cancer diagnosis. We can't forget the debut of YG's new girl group BABYMONSTER, who racked up over 22.5 million views in the first 24 hours, breaking a record for K-pop debuts. DREAMCATCHER have now officially surpassed the million sales mark across all their albums. And on the boy group side of things, ENHYPEN have just debuted their new album at number 4 on the Billboard 200, making it their 3rd consecutive in the top 10. Finally, BTS's Jimin becomes only the 3rd Korean soloist to have a single go platinum in the US. Congrats to LABOUM's Haein, who just had her wedding with someone she met when they were 19 years old. I just love seeing the members together again, serenading the couple who are also expecting their first child soon. Now, like we mentioned earlier, it's award season. Of course, I can't list out every single win, but I do want to highlight some interesting or notable ones. Feel free to add anything I don't cover, there's so much. At the Melon Music Awards, IVE became the first girl group since 21 in 2011, over a decade ago, to win the Album of the Year Daesang or Grand Prize at the MMAs. NewJeans took home multiple Daesangs that night, becoming the first girl group to accomplish that at the MMAs since Girls' Generation in 2009. Actually, at Mama, which took place before the MMAs, they already became the first girl group in 12 years to win Artist of the Year since Girls' Generation did it in 2011, accomplishing all this within just a year of their debut. Also at Mama, BTS won the Worldwide Icon of the Year Grand Prize, making it their 6th year in a row to do so. They have also now accumulated 50 awards at Mama in total. By the way, for those wondering why we haven't mentioned it, I'm waiting for all the members to officially enlist later this week before we include it in a video. Finally, I wanted to highlight 17's Daesang win, as it was notable in many ways. It's their first Mama Grand Prize in basically 9 years since their debut, winning Album of the Year for their historic FML album. It was also the first time in a while that we saw all 13 members together on stage again, as S.Coups made an emotional appearance since his ACL injury and surgery. And everyone got even more emotional during their speeches when Wonwoo said he had another thing to brag about to his mom, who passed away last year, and when Seungkwan thanked his close friend Astro's Moonbin, who he said always loved and supported their team.
누구나 저희 팀을 정말 사랑해주고 응원해줬던 제 친구 비니에게 너무 감사하다고 고맙다고 얘기하고 싶습니다. 감사합니다.